good morning, afternoon, evening. In this world of endless distractions, where the noise of the crowd drowns the whispers of the I urge you to turn inward and remember this truth: you are the creator of your life. To rely on others for your success, your happiness, or your dreams is to place your power in their hands. Yet you were not born to be a follower, you were born to be a creator, an architect of your destiny. Your power resides within you. The solutions, strength, and transformation you seek do not depend on external forces, they stem from your inner conviction and imagination. Consider this simple yet profound truth: everything you will ever need to achieve your goals, to overcome obstacles, or to manifest your desires already exists within you. It does not come from the approval of others, nor does it depend on external circumstances aligning perfectly. It comes from the energy and vision you hold within yourself. You are the source. We often look outside ourselves for validation, support, or the right conditions. We wait for someone to help us, guide us, or reassure us that we're on the right path. But this reliance weakens us. It convinces us, subtly and silently, that we are incapable of standing alone. It makes us think that our power is incomplete until someone else completes it for us. Yet, nothing could be further from the truth. The moment you stop seeking power outside yourself and begin to trust the unlimited potential of your inner world, a shift begins. Your thoughts are no longer scattered by doubts or the influence of others. They become focused, clear, and aligned with your highest vision. And in that alignment, you unlock a force greater than anything you could imagine, a force that moves mountains, reshapes reality, and brings dreams into being. You might wonder, if the power is within me, why doesn't my life already reflect it? The answer lies in how you use that power. Every thought, every belief, and every feeling is a command to the universe. If you think small, if you believe you are limited, or if you feel unworthy, then the world mirrors back that perception. But if you think expansively, if you believe in your ability to create, and if you feel the truth of your own greatness, then the world cannot help but reflect that back to you. It is not arrogance to claim this power, it is your birthright. The seed of greatness is planted in every individual. It is the belief in limitation that buries it. When you nurture that seed with faith and determination, it grows into something extraordinary. This is not a theory, it is a universal law. History is filled with examples of individuals who discovered this truth. They did not wait for the world to give them permission to dream. They did not seek approval for their ideas or validation for their visions. Instead, they turned inward and tapped into their inner power. Alone in their thoughts, they envisioned a new reality, and through their persistence, that reality came to life. Think of the inventors, the artists, the visionaries. Did they have access to resources or opportunities that you do not? Often they had less. Many faced ridicule, rejection, and overwhelming odds. Yet, what they possessed was an unshakable belief in their ability to create something greater than themselves. They did not wait for a savior, they became their own. When you claim the power within you, the world begins to shift in your favor. You stop reacting to life and start creating it. Obstacles that once seemed insurmountable become stepping stones. Challenges become opportunities to grow. And the doubts that once held you back lose their grip, because you now understand that they were never real. They were illusions created by a mind that had forgotten its own power. This is not to say that the journey will be without difficulties. Doing it alone requires courage. It demands that you face your fears, confront your limitations, and step into the unknown. But within every challenge lies the opportunity to prove to yourself just how strong and capable you are. Each step forward builds momentum, and with each victory, no matter how small, your belief in yourself grows stronger. Imagine a life where you no longer wait for others to take action on your behalf. Imagine a life where you trust your intuition so deeply that you no longer question whether you are capable, you simply know. This is the life that awaits you when you embrace the power within. In solitude, you discover not loneliness, but strength. In silence, you hear the whispers of your soul reminding you of your potential. And in self-reliance, you find a confidence that cannot be shaken, no matter what the world throws at you. The greatest truth you can ever realize is this: you are enough. You do not need to be more, have more, or do more to prove your worth. The creative power of the universe flows through you, waiting for you to claim it. So stop searching outside yourself for answers and turn inward. Everything you need is already there. To depend on others for your dreams is to give away your authority. True freedom comes when you claim responsibility for your own life and future. We live in a world where it's easy to lean on others, on their opinions, support, or decisions. It feels safe, doesn't it? It feels like a form of protection from failure or disappointment. But this safety is deceptive, for when you rely on others to fulfill your dreams, you place your destiny in their hands. You become a passenger in your own life, moving only where others decide to steer. And in doing so, you lose the most precious gift you have: your power. Responsibility might seem like a heavy word, but it is in truth the key to freedom. To take responsibility for your life is to declare, "I am the author of my story." It is to accept that every choice, every action, and even every inaction shapes your future. This is not a burden, it is liberation. For when you accept that you are the source of your outcomes, you realize that nothing outside of you can dictate your success. Depending on others often starts with good intentions. Perhaps you seek advice from a mentor or support from a loved one. There is nothing wrong with collaboration or connection. Humans are, after all, social beings. But the problem arises when you allow that dependence to take root, when you begin to believe that you cannot move forward without someone else's guidance or approval. This belief erodes your confidence and reinforces the false notion that you are incapable of achieving your goals on your own. Imagine planting a tree, but relying on someone else to water it. What happens if they forget? What happens if they walk away? The tree withers and dies, not because it lacked the potential to grow, but because you gave the responsibility for its growth to someone else. Your dreams are no different. They require your consistent attention, effort, and care. No one else can nurture them the way you can. Taking responsibility for your dreams means embracing both the victories and the setbacks. It means understanding that the challenges you face are not reasons to give up, but opportunities to grow stronger. When you depend on others, you miss these opportunities. You rob yourself of the lessons that come from struggle, the resilience that comes from perseverance, and the pride that comes from knowing you overcame the odds by your own efforts. Some people fear responsibility because it means there is no one else to blame. When things go wrong, they want someone to point to: a person, a circumstance, a reason outside themselves. But this mindset keeps you trapped. Blame is a chain that binds you to inaction. Responsibility, on the other hand, is a key that unlocks your potential. It shifts your focus from what others have done to what you can do. To claim responsibility for your life is to reclaim your power. It is to recognize that you are not a victim of your circumstances, but a creator of them. Even in situations beyond your control, you have the power to choose your response, your attitude, and your next step. This is where freedom lies, not in controlling the world around you, but in mastering the world within you. This journey requires courage. It requires you to stand alone at times, to face your fears and doubts without the safety net of someone else's reassurance. But it is in those moments of solitude that you discover your true strength. You realize that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. And as you take one step forward, then another, you build a momentum that no obstacle can stop. People may offer support, and their kindness can be a gift. But never mistake support for dependence. Accept help when it aligns with your goals, but never make your progress contingent upon it. The path to your dreams is yours alone to walk. Others may walk beside you for a time, but the responsibility for each step lies with you. True freedom is not the absence of difficulty, it is the presence of choice. And when you take full responsibility for your life, you realize that you always have a choice. You can choose to move forward, to try again, to learn from your mistakes, and to keep believing in your dreams, no matter what. So ask yourself, who holds the reins of your life? If the answer is anyone but you, it is time to take them back. It is time to stop waiting for someone else to act and to start acting on your own behalf. Your dreams are too important to leave in anyone else's hands. They are your gift to the world, and only you have the power to bring them to life. Claim that power. Take responsibility, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. What you imagine with feeling and belief becomes your reality. Your mind is the seed, and the world reflects back the harvest of your thoughts. Everything you see in the world around you, every situation you encounter, every outcome you experience, is first conceived in your mind. The power of imagination is not a mere daydream. It is the creative force that shapes your reality. To understand this truth is to understand that you are the architect of your life, building each moment with the thoughts and emotions you hold within. Imagination is not limited to fanciful ideas or artistic expression. It is the foundation of every success, every innovation, and every breakthrough. Before a building rises, it exists in the architect's mind. Before a song is heard, it is composed in the musician's imagination. Before a life transforms, it is first envisioned in the quiet, inner space of the dreamer. The outer world, then, is nothing more than a mirror reflecting the reality created in the inner world. But imagination alone is not enough. It is the feeling behind the thought that gives it life. A thought without emotion is like a seed planted in barren soil. There is no nourishment to help it grow. When you imagine something with conviction, when you feel it deeply, as though it is already true, you activate a force that begins to align the world around you to match your vision. Think about the emotions you attach to your thoughts. If you imagine failure and feel the fear and doubt that accompany it, you unconsciously set yourself on a path to fulfill that vision. The world, like a faithful servant, responds to the energy you project and brings it to fruition. Conversely, if you imagine success, abundance, or joy and feel the excitement and gratitude that come with it, you create a magnetic pull that draws those experiences into your life. This is not magic, it is a natural law. Your mind is the source, and your feelings are the catalyst. Together they create a vibration that the world cannot ignore. You do not need to understand how this process works in detail, just as you do not need to know the mechanics of electricity to turn on a light. What matters is that you use it consciously and deliberately. Many people allow their imagination to run unchecked, focusing on worst-case scenarios, dwelling on fears, or replaying past failures. They wonder why life feels like a struggle, unaware that they are planting weeds in the garden of their mind. To harness the power of imagination, you must first take control of it. Be vigilant about the thoughts you entertain and the feelings you cultivate. Begin by imagining the life you want, not as something distant or unattainable, but as something you already possess. Close your eyes and see yourself living your dreams. Feel the joy, the freedom, and the excitement as though they are real in this very moment. The more vividly you can imagine it, the stronger the impression you leave on your subconscious mind. The subconscious mind does not distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. It accepts whatever you feed it as truth and works tirelessly to make it a reality. This is why the combination of thought and feeling is so powerful. It programs your subconscious to align with your desires. This process requires consistency and faith. You may not see results immediately, but just as a seed takes time to grow into a tree, your imagined reality takes time to manifest. Trust in the process. Continue to water your thoughts with belief and nurture them with positive emotions. Over time, you will begin to see the evidence of your inner work reflected in your outer world. It is important to remember that this power works both ways. If you imagine lack, struggle, or defeat, those things will also become your reality. This is why it is essential to guard your mind against negativity and to choose your thoughts and feelings carefully. You are always creating, whether consciously or unconsciously. The question is, what are you creating? Take a moment to reflect on your current circumstances. Are they aligned with what you truly desire? If not, it is not because you lack the ability to change them. It is because your thoughts and feelings have not yet aligned with your vision. The good news is that you can begin right now. You can start to imagine a new reality, feel it deeply, and watch as the world transforms to match your inner picture. This is your power. No one can take it from you, and no one can use it for you. It is your responsibility to wield it wisely and intentionally. Imagine boldly, believe deeply, and feel joyfully. The world will rise to meet the reality you create within yourself. Great things are conceived in silence. In solitude, the mind aligns with the infinite potential of the universe. The most powerful creations are born in moments of quiet resolve. In the modern world, noise surrounds us. It comes from every direction, constant chatter, opinions, distractions, and demands on our attention. This endless stream of external input can drown out the one voice we most need to hear, our own. Yet it is in silence, away from the noise, that the seeds of greatness are planted and nurtured. Silence is not merely the absence of sound, it is a state of being. It is a space where the mind can rest from its endless activity, where thoughts can settle, and where clarity can emerge. In silence, you connect with the depths of your inner self, the part of you that is untouched by doubt, fear, or external influences. It is here that the creative process begins. Every great achievement, every revolutionary idea, and every profound insight has been born in moments of solitude. Think of the greatest inventors, artists, and thinkers in history. They did not find their inspiration in the noise of the crowd, but in the stillness of their minds. They retreated into silence to explore possibilities that had not yet taken form, to imagine what could be, and to align their thoughts with their vision. The power of silence lies in its ability to open the door to infinite potential. When you step away from distractions and allow yourself to be still, you create a space for ideas to emerge. These ideas do not come from outside, they come from within. They arise from the creative energy that exists in every individual, waiting to be tapped into. You become the master of your thoughts rather than a slave to them. The mind is naturally restless, jumping from one idea to another, often consumed by worries, fears, or trivial concerns. But in solitude, you can observe these thoughts without being controlled by them. You can sift through the noise of your mind to discover the truth that lies beneath it, the vision, the dream, the purpose that is uniquely yours. This process requires patience and practice. In the beginning, silence can feel uncomfortable. You may feel the urge to fill it with activity or to distract yourself from the stillness. But if you persist, you will discover its profound power. You will find that in silence you are not alone, you are connected to something greater. Call it intuition, inspiration, or universal energy. It is a wellspring of creativity and wisdom that is always available to you. Great things are not rushed, they are born from deliberate intention. In silence you can refine your vision, shape your ideas, and strengthen your resolve. This is where the foundation for greatness is built, not in the chaos of external validation, but in the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are aligned with your purpose. Solitude also provides the clarity to discern what truly matters. In a noisy world, it is easy to get caught up in distractions, to chase goals that are not your own, or to be swayed by the opinions of others. But in the stillness of silence, you can hear the voice of your intuition. It will guide you toward what is meaningful and away from what is superficial. It will help you focus your energy on what is essential. This does not mean isolating yourself permanently. Silence and solitude are tools, not destinations. They are the spaces where you recharge, recalibrate, and realign. When you emerge from these moments of stillness, you return to the world with greater clarity, purpose, and strength. You are no longer reactive to the noise around you, because you have anchored yourself in the silence within. Think of silence as the soil in which your ideas grow. Without it, your thoughts remain scattered, and your creativity struggles to take root. But when you cultivate moments of stillness, you provide the nourishment your mind needs to flourish. This is where breakthroughs happen, where solutions to problems appear, and where visions take shape. Allow yourself the gift of silence. Turn off the noise, step away from distractions, and embrace the stillness. Sit with your thoughts, no matter how chaotic they may seem at first. With time, the chaos will subside, and the clarity will emerge. In that clarity, you will find the answers you seek, the ideas you long for, and the courage to pursue them. In a world that constantly demands your attention, silence is an act of rebellion. It is a declaration that you will not be swept away by the noise, but will instead claim your power to create, to imagine, and to dream. Great things are conceived in silence, and when you embrace this truth, you open yourself to infinite possibilities. Dependence on others weakens your creative power. When you expect someone else to act, you abandon the truth that you are the creator of your destiny. It is tempting to lean on others. We look to family, friends, colleagues, and even society to provide answers, guidance, and support. This dependence feels comforting. It gives the illusion that we do not have to bear the full weight of responsibility for our choices and actions. But while reliance on others may offer temporary relief, it ultimately weakens the immense creative power within you. Your mind is the source of everything you achieve, the engine behind every dream, and the architect of your future. When you depend on others, you inadvertently shift this power away from yourself. You send a subtle message to your mind that you are not enough, that you need someone else to complete your journey or to solve your challenges. This belief chips away at your confidence and obscures the truth you are capable of far more than you realize. Dependency robs you of the opportunity to discover your strength. When you wait for someone else to act or assume they will make things easier for you, you deny yourself the chance to face challenges head-on and grow through them. Growth is born from effort, from the willingness to take risks, and from the courage to try even when success is uncertain. Depending on others for every step of the way keeps you stagnant, unable to fully experience the transformative power of perseverance. Consider the moments when you've taken charge of your life, when you've solved a problem, made a decision, or achieved a goal without waiting for someone else to intervene. In those moments you felt empowered, didn't you? That sense of accomplishment wasn't just about reaching the goal, it was about proving to yourself that you could do it. That feeling is the essence of your creative power, and it is yours to claim whenever you choose to rely on yourself. This does not mean rejecting help or isolating yourself from others. Collaboration and support have their place in life, but they must never become a crutch. When you depend too heavily on others, you risk losing your sense of agency. You may find yourself deferring to their opinions, hesitating to take initiative, or even doubting your ability to succeed without their involvement. Over time, this reliance erodes your belief in yourself and weakens the very power that could lead you to your dreams. To embrace your creative power is to trust that you already possess everything you need to create the life you desire. It means acknowledging that while others may offer assistance or advice, the ultimate responsibility for your actions and outcomes rests with you. This is not a burden, it is a gift. It means that no matter what others do or do not do, you have the power to shape your destiny. When you stop expecting others to act on your behalf, you unlock a profound sense of freedom. You are no longer bound by their limitations, their schedules, or their willingness to help. You take control of your own path, knowing that every step forward is one you have chosen and made possible through your own efforts. This self-reliance fuels your confidence and strengthens your resolve, allowing you to tackle challenges with a sense of purpose and determination. It is in these moments of self-reliance that your creativity flourishes. Without the constraints of dependency, your mind becomes free to explore new possibilities, to think boldly, and to take risks. You begin to see solutions where others see problems, opportunities where others see obstacles. This is the power of a mind that is not waiting for permission, but is actively creating its own reality. Dependency can also create a false sense of security, leading you to believe that someone else's efforts or decisions will always be there to support you. But what happens when those people are no longer available? What happens when the circumstances you've relied on change? If you have not cultivated your own creative power, you may find yourself unprepared and uncertain. But when you take ownership of your life, you become resilient. You know that no matter what happens, you have the ability to adapt, to overcome, and to thrive. Every step you take towards self-reliance strengthens your creative power. It reminds you that you are the source of your success and that no one else can determine your path. You are the creator of your destiny, and that truth remains constant, no matter the challenges you face. So release the expectation that someone else will act for you. Trust yourself to take the first step, and then the next, knowing that each step brings you closer to the life you envision. The power to create is yours, and when you embrace it fully, you become unstoppable. The world reflects your inner state. If you see obstacles and limitations, it is because your mind is focused on them. Change your inner dialogue, and the world will change with it. Your perception of the world is not an absolute truth. It is a mirror of your inner thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. Every situation you encounter, every interaction you have, and every outcome you experience is filtered through the lens of your mind. This is why two people can look at the same situation and see entirely different realities. The difference is not in the world itself, but in their inner state. If your mind is consumed with doubt, fear, or negativity, these feelings will shape the way you interpret your surroundings. Challenges will appear insurmountable, and even opportunities will seem fraught with risk. Your inner dialogue, the constant stream of thoughts and self-talk within your mind, acts as a guide, determining what you notice and how you react. When your inner dialogue focuses on obstacles, the world will reflect those obstacles back to you. But the opposite is also true. When your mind is filled with confidence, optimism, and determination, the world transforms before your eyes. Challenges become opportunities to grow. Obstacles shrink in the face of your belief in your ability to overcome them. The same situations that once seemed daunting now feel manageable, even exciting. This shift does not happen because the world has changed. It happens because you have changed. The key to transforming your reality lies in changing your inner dialogue. What do you say to yourself throughout the day? Are your thoughts supportive and empowering, or are they filled with doubt and criticism? Most people are unaware of how much their inner dialogue influences their lives. They allow negative thoughts to run unchecked, unaware of the damage they are doing to their sense of possibility and self-worth. To change your inner dialogue, you must first become aware of it. Pay attention to the thoughts that dominate your mind. Are you constantly focusing on what you lack, what could go wrong, or what you fear? If so, recognize that these thoughts are not facts, they are stories you have created. And just as you created them, you have the power to rewrite them. Begin by consciously choosing thoughts that align with the reality you want to create. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I will find a way." Instead of focusing on what's wrong, focus on what's possible. Replace self-criticism with self-compassion, and replace doubt with belief. These changes may feel small at first, but over time they will shift your perception of the world, and in turn, the outcomes you experience. It is important to remember that the world responds to the energy you project. When you carry an inner state of fear or scarcity, you unconsciously attract situations that reinforce those feelings. But when your inner state is one of abundance, confidence, and gratitude, you attract experiences that reflect those emotions. This is not mere wishful thinking, it is the natural result of aligning your thoughts and actions with your desired reality. Consider the way you approach a goal. If your inner dialogue is filled with thoughts like, "This is too hard," or "I'll probably fail," your actions will reflect that mindset. You may hesitate, avoid taking risks, or give up at the first sign of difficulty. But if your inner dialogue says, "I can do this," or "Every step brings me closer to success," your actions will be bold and determined. The energy you bring to your efforts will make a difference in the results you achieve. Changing your inner dialogue is not about ignoring challenges or pretending problems don't exist. It is about choosing to focus on solutions rather than dwelling on limitations. It is about seeing obstacles as temporary and believing in your ability to overcome them. This shift in perspective empowers you to take control of your life and create a reality that aligns with your vision. The world is not fixed or rigid, it is malleable, shaped by the energy you bring to it. When you change your inner dialogue, you change the way you interact with the world. You begin to notice opportunities you once overlooked. You approach challenges with creativity and resilience. And as your inner state shifts, the world responds in kind, reflecting back the confidence, determination, and positivity you project. This process is not instantaneous, and it requires consistent effort. But the rewards are profound. As you cultivate a supportive and empowering inner dialogue, you will find that the world begins to mirror your belief in yourself. Situations that once seemed hopeless will reveal hidden possibilities, and the life you once dreamed of will start to take shape before your eyes. The power to change your reality is within you. It begins with your thoughts, your beliefs, and the story you tell yourself every day. When you choose to focus on what is possible, when you replace doubt with faith and fear with courage, the world will reflect your inner transformation. And in that reflection, you will find the life you have always desired. The ability to persist in the face of doubt is what separates dreamers from achievers. Doubt will visit you, it is inevitable, but how you respond to it determines whether you rise or retreat. Doubt is a natural part of the human experience. It often appears when you step into the unknown, when you venture beyond the familiar, or when you dare to dream of something greater. It whispers questions like, "What if you fail?" Or, "Are you sure you're capable?" These questions can feel overwhelming, and for many they become a barrier, stopping progress before it begins. But for those who understand the nature of doubt, it becomes not a hindrance, but a stepping stone to greatness. The presence of doubt is not a sign that you are on the wrong path. In fact, it often signals the opposite, that you are pushing boundaries, challenging norms, and striving for something meaningful. If your dreams did not stretch you, doubt would not arise. The challenge, then, is not to avoid doubt, but to confront it and move forward despite its presence. When doubt appears, it often masquerades as reason or caution. It tells you to wait, to prepare more, or to seek validation from others. While there is value in thoughtful planning, doubt's true intention is often to keep you in your comfort zone. It feeds on fear and uncertainty, growing stronger each time you hesitate or give it power. But doubt has no substance of its own. It is merely a reflection of your fears and insecurities, and it can only influence you if you allow it to. To persist in the face of doubt is to trust in yourself more than you trust in your fears. This trust is not about having all the answers or knowing exactly how things will unfold. It is about believing in your ability to figure things out as you go. It is about knowing that every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. Consider the stories of those who have achieved greatness. Rarely do they describe a path free of doubt. On the contrary, they often speak of moments when their dreams seemed impossible, when others doubted them, or when they questioned themselves. What sets these individuals apart is not the absence of doubt, but their refusal to let it dictate their actions. They moved forward even when the outcome was uncertain, and in doing so, they discovered their strength. Doubt is a test of your commitment. It asks, how badly do you want this? And are you willing to keep going when the path is unclear? Your response to these questions determines your destiny. If you allow doubt to dictate your choices, you may find yourself settling for less than you are capable of. But if you choose to persist, you unlock potential you never knew existed. One of the most effective ways to overcome doubt is to take action. Doubt thrives in inaction. It grows stronger when you remain still, pondering all the things that could go wrong. But the moment you take a step forward, no matter how small, doubt begins to lose its grip. Action creates momentum, and with momentum comes clarity and confidence. Each step forward provides evidence that you are capable, and this evidence weakens doubt's hold on your mind. Another powerful tool in overcoming doubt is to reconnect with your vision. Remind yourself why you started this journey in the first place. What inspired you? What do you hope to achieve? Visualize the outcome you desire, and let that vision fuel your determination. When your focus is on your goal rather than your fears, doubt begins to fade into the background. It is also important to surround yourself with people who believe in you and your dreams. While doubt is a personal battle, having a support system can make the journey easier. Seek out those who inspire and encourage you, and be mindful of those who project their own fears onto you. Ultimately, the strength to persist must come from within, but the right environment can help nurture that strength. Persistence in the face of doubt is not about ignoring your fears or pretending they don't exist. It is about acknowledging them and choosing to move forward anyway. It is about understanding that doubt is a companion on the journey, but not the guide. It is about trusting that you are capable of far more than you realize and proving it to yourself through action. When you persist despite doubt, you not only move closer to your goals, you transform yourself. You become stronger, more resilient, and more confident in your ability to handle whatever challenges arise. You discover that doubt is not an obstacle but an opportunity to grow. Remember, the ability to persist is what separates dreamers from achievers. It is what turns visions into reality and potential into greatness. Doubt will visit you, but it does not define you. Your response does. Trust in your ability to persevere, and you will find that the path to your dreams is not only possible, but already within your reach. Faith in yourself is the foundation upon which all success is built. Without belief in your own abilities, the external world will reflect this lack of confidence, and your goals will remain out of reach. Faith is not the absence of fear or doubt, but the willingness to move forward despite them. It is the inner conviction that you are capable of achieving your desires, regardless of the challenges that may arise. Faith is the quiet strength that keeps you going when the road is uncertain, when others doubt you, and when you question your own abilities. It is the fuel that propels you forward when everything around you seems to be pushing you backward. Many people struggle with faith because they expect it to come easily or automatically. They wait for signs, for circumstances to align perfectly, or for their fears to vanish before they take action. But faith is not something that appears when the conditions are perfect. It is something you build and nurture through your thoughts, actions, and persistence. Just as you would train a muscle through repetition, you strengthen your faith by choosing to believe in yourself every day, in every moment. At its core, faith is a choice. You can choose to trust yourself, even when everything in your environment seems to contradict your desires. The world may not immediately reflect your inner beliefs, but that is where faith comes into play. You must continue to believe, even when things are not yet visible to the eye. Faith is the unwavering certainty that the seeds you plant will eventually bear fruit, even if you cannot see the growth right away. When you have faith in yourself, you stop waiting for permission. You stop looking for external validation or approval. You realize that you are the creator of your reality, and that the power to change your circumstances lies within you. This is the moment when you step into your full potential, when you no longer rely on others to dictate your worth or success. Faith in yourself is the inner knowing that you have everything you need to move forward, even if you don't have all the answers. The journey to success is never linear, and there will be times when the road is difficult and the outcome uncertain. But it is in these moments that your faith is most crucial. When challenges arise, many people are tempted to abandon their dreams, to second-guess themselves, or to listen to the voices of doubt. But those who succeed are the ones who continue to believe, even when the odds seem stacked against them. They understand that obstacles are not signs of failure, but opportunities to grow stronger and more resilient. Faith also requires patience. Many people give up before they have truly given themselves the chance to succeed because they expect instant results. They assume that if they are doing the right thing, success should come quickly and easily. But faith knows that growth takes time. It understands that the process of creation is not always visible in the moment, and that it requires consistent effort. Just like planting a seed, you must trust that the process is unfolding, even when you cannot yet see the results. Another key aspect of faith is self-compassion. There will be moments when you stumble, when you make mistakes, or when things don't go according to plan. In those moments, it is easy to lose faith in yourself and become discouraged. But faith in yourself means understanding that setbacks are part of the journey, not the end of it. When you make a mistake, it does not mean you are incapable or that your dreams are out of reach. It simply means you are learning, adjusting, and growing. With each misstep, you refine your approach and get closer to your goal. It is also important to remember that faith in yourself does not mean ignoring the challenges or pretending that everything is easy. It means acknowledging the difficulties and moving forward anyway. It is about choosing to persist when others may give up, to stay focused on your vision when distractions arise, and to continue taking action even when the outcome is uncertain. Faith in yourself is the belief that, no matter what happens, you have the ability to overcome obstacles, to learn from mistakes, and to achieve your goals. It is the confidence that you have the strength to handle whatever comes your way, and that you are worthy of success. So build faith in yourself. Trust in your ability to succeed, even when you don't have all the answers. Know that you are capable of achieving your dreams, and that the journey you are on is unfolding exactly as it should. The road to success is not always easy, but with faith in yourself, you will find the strength to persist, to overcome, and to create the life you desire. The world will reflect your belief in yourself, and you will soon see that what you once dreamed of is now within your reach. In conclusion, the journey to achieving your dreams and creating the life you desire begins with a single, powerful truth: you have the ability to do it alone. The world around you, with all its challenges and uncertainties, is a reflection of your inner beliefs and thoughts. When you trust in your creative power, when you persist in the face of doubt, and when you have faith in yourself, you unlock a transformative force that shapes your reality. Remember, it is not the absence of obstacles that defines success, but the courage to face them, the strength to keep moving forward, and the belief that you are capable of turning your dreams into reality. Doubt will come, but it is your response that matters. Keep pushing forward, keep nurturing your belief in yourself, and trust that each step you take brings you closer to your vision. You are the creator of your own destiny. When you stop waiting for others to act and begin taking responsibility for your life, you discover a power within you that is limitless. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is the belief that you are worthy and capable of achieving them. So trust in yourself, persist through doubt, and allow faith to guide you, for the life you desire is already waiting for you to claim it.